Hey, hi everyone. Thank you for coming to the show. Today is very important. Today we have ADP non-farm payroll. So without much further ado, before we start the session, likewise, this is a disclaimer. We are not here to let you follow our trades. We are here for entertainment. We are here for sharing of the trades that we do. No way that you're going to follow us our trade. Okay. And trading is very, very risky. Okay. Let's go. Within 30 seconds, you will witness the non-farm payroll before. Okay. The ADP non-farm payroll before the actual non-farm payroll tomorrow. What is ADP non-farm payroll? ADP is a very big company in US that do data collection regarding private sector paying, right? So if these numbers will shoot out above 173, that shows that the labor market is still very strong. If the labor market is still very strong, it's very difficult for the consumer price index to drop. Okay, then inflation might be very sticky on the high side, and then the Fed might continue to raise rate, right? So, oh yeah, you see the number is really big. So we'll see that the US dollar, it would be gaining some good strength here. The number is really big. Okay, the number is really big. Let us see the momentum, especially for pound US. Pound US today went up a lot, right? Then if US dollar were to affect pound US, if US dollar is going to go up, I think pound US will be very much affected and will start to reverse. So I'm looking at pound US right now because the number is very strong. Okay, the number is very strong in comparison. Blowout figure. Okay, so we see UK pound is dropping. I'm going to do a small trade here because the momentum is dropping. Let me see. This is about 30 pips profit. 30 pips stop loss. So if I enter here, 30 pips stop loss, about 50 pips profit. I think will be a good trade. Okay. So I'm entering based on the news here because the news is very strong. It looks like pound US is going to go way down. So I enter a trade which is a controlled risk of about 30 pips. Okay, US yen is also recovering. Yeah, I like US yen. Well, while I'm observing, I will update and voice out if I notice anything, right? So currently we are in a trade of pound US because the ADP non-farm payroll is very, very strong, which means the chance of US dollar will go up is high. So for that matter, I do see strong momentum going for strong US dollar. That's why I'm short pound US. And just a small trade, and also about 35 pips. Gold actually went out and struggled also. Yeah, see, gold is struggling here. So okay, if US doesn't go out, I'm okay to stop out within 30 plus pips. Sometimes I use Fibonacci as a gauge. So if you retrace back 61.8, 78.6, yeah, it will be a good trade also. I still like the idea of selling New Zealand, US. Yeah, let's sell some New Zealand, US. See how much stop loss we take. I think here is good. 6030. That's only about 25 pips. Okay. 0.6030. Yeah. Actually, with strong US yen trade, we have with strong US dollar trade, we have a couple of trades that we is very interesting, which is pound US. Today it went up a lot, right? And then you see today, yeah, today there isn't any much news, but it went up a lot. So now if US dollar goes up, then the strong chance that pound US will come down. Then we still have a good narrative that New Zealand central bank is not raising any interest rate. So any US dollar strength, first strike was strike on New Zealand dollar to come down. That's why we are into this trade. And for gold trade, yeah, I don't want to get too exposed. Tomorrow is no fun payroll. So I think these two trade is kind of good enough. Right. Anyway, now it's pretty pointless for me to go through all the trades again, because tomorrow we will have a non-farm payroll. Yeah, at 8:30. So even I go through all the trades today with you, with everybody, then still tomorrow it might change all the directions. So today I'm not going to go through every single trade with everybody. I just want to identify what are the good direction, and then is there any trade that we can do before non-farm payroll based on this ADP trade report. Okay, and currently we have two trades, which is GDP US and New Zealand US. Right, as I explained, the reason why I entered these two trades is pound US actually went up a fair bit today. Let me show you. Pound US, let's say the 4-hour candlestick, right? Yesterday was at a low of 1235, at this level. And then it shot all the way. Today it moved actually 140 pips. Before now it's starting to come down. Right. So it's kind of overly stretched. Yeah, overly stretched. So in this case, for it to come down is high probability, especially that this news is very pro US dollar to go up. So with this understanding, this makes pound US a very good trade on the sell side. Okay. Then let us look at New Zealand US. The reason why we are short in New Zealand US is because we know that New Zealand US is a very strong downtrend, and also the narrative of the bank is that it's not going to raise interest rate. It says the interest rate is already at its peak. So any strong signs and movement of US dollar on the upside, New Zealand US will be very more impact on the downside. And today it actually went up about 30 pips from the top, right? And hitting the slight resistance here, and now it's coming down. At least going back to 0.5987, if not lower. Yeah, shall see. Okay, shall see. Yeah. But anyway, these two trades are really small trades with only less than 0.5% stop loss. So it's really, really well managed. So we just leave it there, right? In fact, there's good chance for US yen to bounce up also. Also good chance for gold to come down. But I don't want to be too exposed in trades, especially tomorrow is non-farm payroll, right? So today we are not going to analyze every single trade because it's kind of pointless. As whatever trade we analyze now, if the non-farm payroll number is going to be blowout figure on the high side, then everything will change. Yeah. So let's stay chill today. Right. Let's see how these two trade lead us to the stop loss or lead us to take profit. All right. Then we are good for the day. Right. Any question? Today is a very short one. I just want to share with you how we do live trading in terms of important news. Any questions? Like in this case, I'm just trading on momentum. Now you see the momentum is on the downside for this, right? So if pound US doesn't go down and it just keep going up and strike above this level, I might just close it as well. Because if the news is so strong enough, it shouldn't go beyond the candle where it start to drop, right? So I will just observe, right, at the same time. But because I'm so less exposed to the risk, so it doesn't affect me if I stop out at this level or I stop out at this level. That's why if you trade with lesser risk, it's not going to affect your emotion. It's not going to affect you. You can take it with a pinch of salt and with an ease of mind and heart and soul to look at trade very effectively. Then you can analyze. If you trade 10 contracts, 20 contracts, right, you will lose your mind very easily, right? And then even when you go out of this level, you will not want to cut loss. You will like, okay, you will drop because now it's near resistance. And you keep going out, then you shift your time frame up and up and up and tell yourself and convince yourself it will come down eventually until that trade becomes the model of all losses and liquidate your whole account. Yeah, please don't do that. Very, very, very risky. Must have a certain level where you can call it quits. That's it. No more. Right? Okay, just keep observing for a while. Okay, I will speak in Mandarin now for our Mandarin audience. So any questions that you have, if not, then I'll switch to discussion in Mandarin. All right. At the end of the Mandarin class, if you have any questions in English, yeah, feel free also. Okay. Thank you very much.